Alright, let's get everybody in here. Alright, I got some listeners here. How you doing, Jason Thomas? I would have some music playing, but right now I figured let some people get in here. Hey Drew, Gessner, Jason Thomas, Saboteur. How you guys doing? Matt A. Star, the 3-dub champion. How are you doing today, sir? I can't speak. If you guys can, invite whoever you can for me. Alright, already getting a thumbs up. You're still on the best tag team there is in the world, and you're still a champ, so you're good, huh, Jason? Well, you ain't part of the best tag team in the world because that's Team Extreme's tag team. So, but you are a champ. Oh, look, Chris Taylor. Long behold, the snake peeks his head. Wow, they must have got you out from underneath your rock, Chris. Alright, guys, there's 2 minutes till. Ew. Nessie puked on your shoes, Matt? Nice. Good girl. Now, if you guys hear a power tool, that's because Jen is putting my toolbox together that we were putting together before the podcast started, so I didn't have time to finish that out. Alright, a couple more minutes here and we'll get started. The board of directors is in the podcast. Good evening, board of directors, or afternoon actually. Like I said, I would be playing some music for you guys, but I did not have time to download it. Okay. We got a couple of guests for you guys today. We were going to have Matt A. Star today, but as you can tell, his daughter, my niece, had to go to the ER, so we will not be seeing him. We also have Chris Taylor, Dark Carnival's Chris Taylor, for a guest today, and I think that's Jimmy Shadows also. We got as a guest today. We were going to have Corey Heck, but Corey got busy with work, so work would not allow him to do an interview today, or have a break for that matter. So it is 2:29. Let's go ahead and get this podcast started. Alright, welcome to Creepy's Asylum. I am your host, the lunatic Justin. I am the vessel for Mr. Creepy tonight, well today. The greatest show for all you and your guests, which are, like I said, Chris Taylor and Jimmy Shadows. We were gonna have, yeah, the ratings just went up since Matt won't be on. Yeah, probably, Jason, but you know, shit happens in the real life. Now, if you guys missed the Superstar Showcase on Thursday, you guys missed a lot of good stuff. I will recap that later on. If you did not catch it, there was the European title tournament and the United States tournament. Titles tournament. Sorry. Let's see. We also had Bloodlust last night. That was great. We've seen the debut of this season's of Mr. Creepy, which was actually pretty creepy, even for my standards. We got power rankings. I got recap of, let's see here, the Superstar Showcase. I'll be recapping that here in just a little bit. And I will also be recapping Bloodlust of last night. Alrighty, let's get this show started. Oh, there's Jimmy Shadows. Welcome, Jimmy. Happy to hear you could be a guest today. Hopefully you haven't backed out on me. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do the recap for Superstar Showcase. We've seen TJ Youngblood versus Hunter. Now, I think TJ Youngblood got too much of a hot-headed Thursday night because Tuesday he beat Hunter in a regular match. He made Hunter tap out. But the thing is, I think TJ Youngblood just underestimated Hunter because Hunter just straight up KO punched him and got the pin. Then we had Austin Eric versus Zachary. The A-lister showed us one hell of a match, but gotten the win with the spear.
Chance, come
here. Brian the Lion versus Marco. Marco put the Lion to sleep and pinned Brian the Lion. Now that was for the European tournament. And my ratings just went down. Now I'm playing. The U.S. title. The U.S. title tournament was Copenhagen Vic and Marco Prime. Marco Prime got the win, but Copenhagen Vic put up one hell of a fight. Oh, Matt. The fan of 3Dub is happy that Jen is with you because she is a question for the former Extreme Women's Champion. Nessie has a question for you. Okay, go ahead. While you're typing out your question, I will keep on doing the recap here. Now, we also seen let me see, I didn't write that down, did I? No, I sure didn't. Oh, here we go. It's on the back piece of my paper. Darius Carter versus Americano. Darius moved on. He got the pin. Tony Mercer. Welcome, sir. I was just getting to your match. Hopefully. I gotta find out where you are. Oh, wait, you did advance, didn't you? That's right. Tony Mercer did win, guys. Which is very shocking because all last season, Tony kept getting jumped by no other than Saboteur himself. Will we see that again this year? I don't know. Tony, you just better not piss off Saboteur. And he might stay out of your matches. Johnny Blaze versus Jamar Johnson. Now, Jamar Johnson's been on a roll here lately, guys. I think I smell a streak coming because Friday he also did win his match. There was a win for Jamar. He was getting his ass kicked at first. I didn't think he'd pull it out, but he actually pulled off the win. Chino versus Justin the Outcast. Now this was pretty messed up in my book, but hell, it still made for a damn good show. You had Justin the Outcast versus Chino. Now Chill comes in and pretty much makes the ref disqualify both people because Chill didn't attack just one person. Chill went after both people. Then came out after Chill was done, well, we thought Chill was done, then came out Jimmy Shadows. Jimmy Shadows then attacked Justin the Outcast with a chair. With a chair. Oh, Matt, what did you have to say here? How's the world? How would you handle both the lunatic and Mr. Creepy? Please tell me it's just because he's afraid of you. You just slap him around sometimes.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah. How would you handle Mr. Creepy and the lunatic at the same time, or do you just slap them?
Oh, I just slap him around.
There you go. She just slaps me around. Well, sometimes that's true.
They know I'm the boss. There ain't shit by me.
And Chill wasn't done either, because Chill took a chair and hit Chino with it. And I'm sorry, Shadow had the kendo stick. That's what Shadow had. He didn't have the chair. He had the kendo stick after Outcast. Okay. Now that I've done that, let's go ahead and take our first guest. Chris, I gave you the phone number earlier. Sir, unfortunately, as much as I don't like to say this, will you call in? But while I'm waiting on a phone call, I'll go over the power rankings before I get a phone call and before I go over the rest of the recap. The power rankings are, it's a tie for number 10, Jamar and Jamie Harper. Now Harper's had a, oh, here we go, phone call. Hello, you're on Creepy's Asylum. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
This is the Horseman.
The Horseman. Wow, what hole did you finally crawl out of that you finally decided to come and listen to a podcast? Was it because I have you as a guest?
Oh, well, I figure I might have. I've been busy lately.
Been busy. Well, that busyness would have been, well, last week when you, Donnie, and, oh, who is that other guy? Johnny Blaze, or was it King John that jumped me?
Well, I mean, sometimes it's hard to keep everybody straight.
Well, that's nothing but being a coward than just taking me on by yourself, really.
Well, I mean, this isn't ballet.
No, you're damn right this isn't ballet.
We're not here to play nice.
No, but
you can. That belongs to me.
You can be a man and take me on one-on-one, but you got to be a coward and have 3-on-1.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't had a rematch for my title yet.
No. That's my title, sir. I took that title from you at Horrorcore Halloween in the 3 stages of hell.
Well, here's the thing about that, though, is you're just the number 2. And you're always going to be the number 2, because every time that title's mentioned, my name's always going to be at the top of the list.
Mm.
And let's face it, who remembers the number 2? Who was the second person to land on the moon? I mean, who cares about number 2? Who is the second ever, Intercontinental title winner in New York? I mean, people don't remember the second, and it's inevitable that I get my title back. I I mean, they might as well just put my name on it.
Yeah, well, my name will be remembered when I beat you for my title, for retaining my title at whatever pay-per-view you want it. And that's even including Over the Top.
Well, I'm sure the board has their plans. So whatever they plan, let it be. But you should know me by now. You know what I can do. And from time to time, other people show up. I mean, it's bound to happen. I'm such a, popular person. People like me.
Popular?
So people tend to show up and help me sometimes. I don't necessarily ask them, they just do it. I mean, my brother Donnie, he'll show up inevitably because that's just what he does. That's what we do. And the thing is you're worried about the ones that you see. But it's like they say, you never see the hit that knocks you out. So you're worried about
kind of like how
carnival people.
Kind of like how Saboteur caught you straight out of the air last night, and how Mr. Creepy stopped you guys dead in your tracks last night and just welcomed you guys to the ring, but yet you guys didn't even want to leave that ramp. Were you scared of Mr. Creepy that he could actually beat your guys' ass and take names later?
Well, here's the thing. Mr. Creepy is just, honestly, he's just me with face paint on.
No, he's not.
Let's call it like it is. I mean, when he beat me for the title, and let's keep this straight, because we both know.
Yeah, I did mock you.
Couldn't beat me.
Oh no, Justin can beat you. Justin's gonna beat you at Over the Top.
He had to dial in on this Mr. Creepy, who, when he won the title, he looked suspiciously familiar, if I do say so myself.
I did that to mock you, but if you notice this season, I ain't mocking you. I did it just to throw you off your game a little bit, and apparently it worked.
Well, I mean, and besides what happened to Bloodlust, if we wanted to attack Mr. Creepy, he wouldn't have seen it coming. And it would have happened. The only reason anything happens on Bloodlust is because I allow it. Because Donnie allows it. Because the Dark Carnival allows it.
Hang on, the board of directors just said in the room, the Extreme Heavyweight Championship title rematch has been confirmed between Justin and the Horsemen in a Hell in a Cell match at Over the Top. So you're going into my own backyard, Chris, when it comes to a Hell in a Cell, and I will put you down like the dog you are.
Your own backyard. Well, I don't know if you've realized it, but I've been running in this yard for a little bit longer than you have. And anytime anything violent happens, I'm always there to put my name on it, to put my stamp on it. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, Justin, I mean, I'm what you wish you could be. I
wish of what you could be? No, sir. No. I am not what I wish that I could be. You is not even a slight reference of what I am in this industry. I am the Extreme Heavyweight Champion. I am me. I am nobody else. I do not strive to be somebody else. Oh, nor will I ever be somebody else other than myself in my vessel that I am, and that is Mr. Creepy. And that is the end of the story, my friend. That is who I am, and that's who I will always be. The lunatic, and I am also Mr. Creepy.
as far as what happened on Bloodlust, I mean, yeah, he might have caught me in the air, and I mean, I've never been the biggest dog in the fight. That's just part of it, but it's never stopped me before. And it also didn't stop me dropping him with a headbutt earlier either. It also didn't stop us from winning that match.
Oh no, it took Donnie, you and Donnie both, until you climbed your happy little butt back in that ring. It took Donnie slamming him up against the steel steps for you to take the win. Now, how does Donnie feel about you tagging yourself in before the match even started? Because from what I understand,
on who started the match. It had nothing to do with anything else except for that.
Oh, really? Because from the look on Donnie's face, he wasn't too damn happy. See, if it was me, I would have knocked you out.
Well, I mean, you know how it is. Me and Donnie it's not like Dark Carnival has a leader. I may be leader of the flock, but the Dark Carnival has no leader. It's me and Donnie. So, I mean, inevitably, when you have two big stars like us in it, heads tend to get knocked around, but it's just a thing that happens. It's not anything personal, and it's nothing that needs to be read into. And as far as him getting involved, I mean, normally in tag matches, there's two people in the match. So the other person gets involved because they're part of the match. I mean, it's not our fault that your friend couldn't get in the ring in time, for the count out. That's kind of the point of the count out. And he knows the rules beforehand, but I mean, he just didn't. I guess he lost his way. He got all pumped up when he caught me and slammed me, which I would like to say that I did get slammed hard, but it didn't keep me from getting up and getting back in that ring for the 10 count. I don't know what he was doing out there. Playing with Donnie while I was in the ring. He was the legal man, and he knew that. I don't know what he was doing out there.
Well, we got a comment from Matt A-Star here. It says, because Donnie allows it, because Chris allows it, because Chris and Donnie are like oil and water, where nowhere near the same level, but trust me when I say this, the second shit changes, Donnie will make the Horseman nothing more than what he is. Rides along during his entrance. Oh, it makes you you're a ride to the ring during his entrance. However that's put.
Well,
pretty much you play second. Pretty much he's saying you play second fiddle to Donnie.
So you consider the first extreme heavyweight champion second fiddle? I mean, that's just stupid to even say. And I would expect something like that from Matt.
Well, Matt usually hits the nail on the head on that one, Chris, because Donnie is the leader of Dark Carnival from what I've been told. I've been told a lot of things. Hell, even there was a point in time I figured that you were the leader of Dark Carnival and the flock. But then I talked to Donnie himself, and Donnie pretty much told me that you don't run Dark Carnival. He was the maker of Dark Carnival.
Well, I mean, that's cute that you and your brother are trying to make some imaginary thing go on between me and Donnie and Dark Carnival. But me and Donnie have been running together since the beginning of this company. So we're not really worried about what you and your brother think. And as far as your brother goes, I mean, it's easy for him to run his mouth when he's on the other show and not allowed to come over. So, I mean, of course, he's got his big boy pants on and being brave.
Matt also said you were first because Donnie let you. You would care to comment on that one? You were the first extreme heavyweight champion because Donnie let you.
'Cause, like I said, he's just trying to stir things up. There's nothing to this. I mean, Donnie didn't. What do you mean Donnie let me? I mean, wasn't Donnie in the tournament too?
No, Donnie, I think he was the extreme television champion at the time. I think. I'm not really too sure. Let's see. Jason Thomas says here, Matt doesn't wear big boy pants. He'd be the first to admit that. Well, Jason, that's probably right. Matt probably don't wear big boy pants, but neither do you. You wear those skinny jeans. Well, Chris, I guess I'll let you go so I can get back to my podcast, sir. It was nice having you on here.
Yes, well.
All right.
Be sure to keep my title nice and shiny for me.
Oh, I'll keep my title with me, and I'll keep it nice and shiny for me. I'll see you at Over the Top, sir.
Good luck.
You too. Alrighty, that was Chris Taylor. No other than Chris Taylor. Matthew, I've been begging for the board of directors for a match against Chris, so the board needs to just make the damn thing happen. Well, Matt, you can have Chris after I'm done with him at Over the Top, because I'm keeping my title and there ain't nobody that's going to keep me from it or take it from me. And not even Chris, not Donnie, not Johnny Blaze, not King John, not anybody in this industry is going to take that title, my title, the Extreme Heavyweight Championship, from me. Now we'll get back into the power rankings since I was had a phone call. Like I said, number 10 goes to Jamar and Jamie Harper. Jamie Harper's a newcomer now. She's actually won 2 matches now, I believe. And she's doing actually pretty good for herself for somebody who just started in the league. Jamar Johnson, welcome, sir. I just see that you entered. You had hell of a couple of matches here lately. And, sir, I do think I see a streak coming from you. Number 9, the Agents. Maybe one day I can give you a run for that title. I don't know about that. We'll have to see. Maybe the board of directors can set something up. But for you and able to come after my title, sir, you would have to go through a number 1 contenders match and actually make yourself well known in this company and probably take down Chris the Horseman if you think you can actually do it. Number 8, Donnie. Number 7, Chill. Number 6, I don't know why this girl's at number 6, because she's only had, 1 or 2 matches so far, maybe not even that. Bella is at number 6. Number 5, Amber. Another Dark Carnival. What is the board of directors thinking here? They got 3 Dark Carnivals people on this list here. My lord. Number 4, they actually dropped a couple of spots from last week, is the Right Wing. That's probably because Cody James lost last night in his match. Number 3 is Chris Taylor. Wow. Chris, really at number 3 board of directors? That man should be at number 10. Number 2, Savio. That's understandable because he actually won his match last night. Excuse me. He actually won his match last night in a very impressive match at that. Bella. I'm there because I show and prove in and out of the ring. Really? You show? Okay. Bella. The only thing you show in the ring is how to hit somebody with your butt and knock them out at the same time. Maybe if Team Extreme could win once every month, they crack the list. No. Yes, Chris, you're at number 3. No, sir, you will not be at number 1 because that is for the Extreme Heavyweight Champion. That is myself. And that is where I am at number 1, and that's where I will be until I lose my title, and then I will get it back and still be at number 1. Now, let's go back over the recap for Superstar Showcase. No, let's not go back over that. Let's go for my predictions for next week's Superstar, or next time we have Superstar Showcase for the tournament. My predictions. Let me find them. Don't laugh at me. Okay, I must have lost my predictions for next week. Oh, here we go. For the European title, I see Hunter taking out Mercer. I see Marco taking out the A-lister. And for the triple threat match itself, man, that's a hard one to call. I'd say Jamar Johnson for that one. Let's see what we got going on here in the room. Maybe if Team Extreme... Oh, yeah, I read that one. Okay, Jason Thomas. Team Extreme can show you how we can take those titles from you. The board votes for Hillary to wear pantsuits in public. Okay. That's if you're Hillary Clinton there, Jason Thomas, because you're the one who you and Cody are the only ones I know that wear pantsuits. Doesn't matter how I get it done, but glad to see you're focused on your assets. No, you see, that's the only thing you really flaunt there, Bella, when you fight, is your ass. And that's the only thing that you show of yourself when you fight is pretty much your ass, because you're making an ass out of yourself. Stephanie Duke, welcome. Known as they won't win once a month, they are slightly below Medicare Tag Team. Medicare Tag Team. Wow. I'm guessing that's the agents. And no, we're one step ahead of Medicare Tag Team, and you misspelt Medicare. Thank you, Matt A-Star. I don't see where Matt commented, but okay. Chris, they seem to have a problem with number 10 in general. Well, I didn't make up. You have to take up with the board of directors for the number 10 spot, so that's not on me. Let's see who else we got here. Jason Thomas. You'll just make them up and get most wrong. No, I don't make up the top 10. The power rankings, the board does that. Just like they did in October. Yeah, they pretty much did mess up the ones they did in October, but I have to agree with you that one. Tony, Tony Mercer was the number to call in Hunter's. No, Hunter 2 beat you, Mercer. That's my prediction, is for Hunter to take you down with his KO punch. Tony, I will post the phone number for you to call. Hang on. There you go, Tony Mercer. There's the phone number for you to call. Alright. Back to my predictions. Let's see. I got Marco taking out Austin Eric. I got Jamar taking out the Outcast and Chill in the triple threat. Because Jamar Johnson's been on a roll here lately. And like I said earlier, I do see a good thing coming from Jamar Johnson. But at the same time, he wants my title. So therefore, I'm kind of on the fence with him right now. But he's doing really good for Bloodlust. For a newcomer. Now let's go over the recap for Bloodlust last night. Let's see. Terry Leonard came out last night. Now this was in the middle of it all, but I want to jump to that real quick. Terry Leonard came out last night and pretty much stated that for the, I think it was a U.S. title tournament, that Chill, Outcast, and Jamar will be in a triple threat match in the semifinals. Excuse me. For the semifinals. Now, we started Bloodlust last night with Dark Carnival versus Team Extreme. Chris automatically tagged himself in, which pretty much shocked Donnie and didn't really make him happy too much. Welcome, Corey Heck. And at the same time, they got the job done, but it was only done by countout last night. So I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe thinking take out the big guy in a countout because they can't beat him. So why not win by countout? Because they damn sure can't get the job done by themselves. Alright, then we had Jamar Johnson versus Ryan McCormick. Jamar Johnson wins. He got him by pinfall, which is the actual same way that you should win, Chris Taylor, is by pinfall, sir, not count out. Then Outcast came out and had some words to say. I believe his words were towards Shadow last night, but he was also pretty pissed off too at the same time. Then there was Outcast and Chill in the Extreme Rules match. Outcast pulls out the win, but he also tries to attack him after the match with a chair. So I guess Outcast was just getting payback for what happened to him on Thursday. Then Terry Leonard came out. I already went over that. He pretty much stated that Jamar Johnson, Outcast, and Chill will be in the triple threat. Then we had the newcomer, Harper versus Candy. Harper takes the win by tap out. Now, you don't see many new people doing this, taking wins by tap out, especially on a veteran. You don't see that very often. Trevor of the Agents came out to do a promo against Cody in the right wing. Well, I guess Cody got a hair up his butt and decided that he wanted to come out and say some words himself. Well, they got into pretty much a heated argument, and it led the board to an improp match, and the agents actually took the win last night, which is pretty shocking because Cody's not a pushover. Let's see what we got going on here. Interrupt myself here. Chris Taylor. Well, we just threw a number at Team Extreme and won due to intelligence? No. Laugh out loud? Okay. Sparkly Team Extreme? Wow, Chris. No, Sparkly goes to Matt A-Star. Tony Mercer. Mercer will not be speaking on this nonsense. Okay, Tony Mercer. If you don't want to speak on this nonsense and pretty much defend for yourself that Hunter will knock you out and take the win, because I do see Hunter taking this whole European Championship and saying screw everybody else and winning this damn thing. Must be a leap year. Why is it a leap year, Jason? Tell me that. Answer that question for me. Alright, Trev took the win by pinfall. Now, Cody's not an easy defeat, like I said. Trust me, we know. Team Extreme knows that the right wing is not an easy defeat. Yeah, I said the agents won. Thank you. I said Cody's not an easy defeat. Anybody to beat Cody James. Thank you, Jason Thomas. Then we had Darius versus Savio in an Extreme Championship match. Extreme Championship match. Now, that match actually was a good extreme fight. Here we go. I got another phone call. Oh, I think I know who this is. I think I know. Tony Mercer, am I right? Hello? You're on Creepy's Asylum. How can I help you? Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty then. I guess I must have a creepy fan or something. Nonsense. Well, Tony Mercer, if you don't like it, you can leave, sir. I like to see you do a podcast. Oh, wait, you can't because the board doesn't allow anybody to do a podcast that you can't do a podcast. Unless you have the okay from them. Thank you, sir. Now back to what I was talking about. Savio and Darius. Now, Savio got the win last night, but it was one hell of a match. It was his... I'm not calling my own podcast there, Chris Taylor. I don't have a third cell phone. It was a great fight, but Darius could not get his title back last night. Savio actually stopped him and beat him last night with, I say, pretty much an inch of his life. Now, there wasn't any blood or anything, but it was still a really good match. Then we had Amber versus Megan. Now, towards the middle of this match, Jen's music actually hit. Tried to distract Amber, but it did not work because Amber got the straight jacket DDT and straight up knocked her unconscious and got the win. Then for our main event, we had Jimmy Shadows versus Mr. Creepy. Now, we don't know what was going through Jimmy's head Now, we'll find out a little later on when Jimmy calls what was going through Jimmy's head, because Jimmy was pretty much decided on going after the lunatic, but Mr. Creepy came out instead. Got another phone call. Hang on. You're on Creepy's Asylum. How can I help you?
You are ruining my fucking show. That's what you're doing. I swear to God, you don't know how to read the comments.
Well, I'm doing my best on reading comments, but shit. Come on now, Jason Thomas.
Your best is nowhere near right-wing level.
Well, I never claimed to be right-wing level.
No, but you claim that you're two dumb look-alike tag team.
Oh, my tag team can take you guys on and take those tag team titles for sure.
Have they even missed the tag team championship opportunity? Never.
Well, they would have a tag team championship chance, but yet they had to be at the back of the line like they said they would do last season, because they said that if they lost to you guys, they would work for you and they would go to the back of the line of the tag team division. Am I right?
Right. You're right. So you're already admitting that they weren't good enough to beat us.
No, they were good enough to beat you. It's just I picked the wrong match for them to be in.
You know, I don't know how you're picking matches. Your brain is divided into 7 different damn personalities. You got Lunatic, Keith, Justin, Creepy's cousin, Creepy's nephew. You got way too many different voices in your head. You're picking matches for other people.
Wow. That's honestly not accurate there, Jason Thomas, because I only have, there's only Justin, the Lunatic, and there's only Mr. Creepy. There's not 7 other different people in my head there, sir.
Yeah. You know, if not one of them is you. Like, that's the damn problem. We can't find who you are.
Well, I lost.
Okay, so we're going to clarify the comments. I had to help you on this.
No, you're good.
The leap year comment was about the age just because you just won a match. You should have been agreeing with that one. Instead, once again, you shot yourself in the foot. The agents barely win matches. They don't do anything well. And they got to win. They got to win yesterday.
Yeah,
so,
because Cody's not an easy opponent to take down. I have to say that much. Cody's not an easy person to take down, even in a singles match. Correct?
Right. Are you listening? Or is the paint? Did the paint get to you?
Probably the paint chips. It's probably the paint chips. I probably ate too many as a child.
I said the agents aren't any good, and they are lucky because it must be a leap year, because leap year is every 4 years.
I didn't see that comment. Let me go back and look.
Punch you in the damn throat. Probably. We're going to end the show because you can't talk.
Really? You want me to end show? You want to go ahead and take over for me then?
No. I said I'm going to punch you in the throat because it's a train wreck, but don't worry. I'm here to save it.
Oh, right? You're here to save it.
Sure, right now, other people are listening, and people who are going to listen later, they're going to tune in later to the podcast. They were most likely falling asleep until I called it. Now, finally improving, and we are finally getting back on track.
Well, that's good to know, considering you have a podcast, but it's only for pre-pay-per-view shows. So how are you even going to make this better?
We have the best podcast, so we save it for the biggest shows of the month.
No, I do believe Mr. Black won that vote towards the end of the season, didn't he? For the best podcast?
Popular vote. We know you can't trust the popular vote. If we went by popular vote, Hillary Clinton and all her pantsuit and her weird faces when balloons drop from the fucking ceiling, she would be running this country. Could you imagine if she'd seen all the balloons? We saw it in face. We saw it. It would be a nightmare. A nightmare. If it was her running the country, everybody's next door neighbor would be Syrian by now. Everybody would have one Syrian living next door to them.
Well, we got Tony Mercer in here going ballistic because I got Hunter down as my predicament to win, or not my predicament,
The you
my
probably
choice
did
to
the predicament.
win.
You're wrong.
Yeah, my predicament. Yeah, thank you. Shut up, Justin. My pick to win the European title, and Tony Mercer's going crazy over here saying that Hunter won't win the title. What's your outlook on that, Jason Thomas?
Well, I think so far in 2018, his partner has looked more impressive than Mercer. Mercer has looked better, but it wasn't good. And I could see Hunter doing it. Hunter is a former multiple-time champion of belts that don't exist anymore, and he does look slightly European. So I could see him becoming the European champion.
I do too. Let's see. Bella says, "Sigh. This is painful to listen to." Well, Bella, if you don't like what you have to, if you don't like what you're listening to, I suggest you go off of it. Sandy Stars.
You can purge this podcast. You and Davio can just purge it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Sandy Stars, if you don't like it either, you can leave too, man. I'm sorry that you guys think I'm potching up my own podcast, but it's my podcast. Sorry for you. But anyway.
That's your first one there. You apologize to people on here, and you really shouldn't care what any of their opinions are.
Oh, I don't care what they think, but if they want to leave, they can leave, right?
Right.
Exactly. That's pretty much my point.
Hey, Mercer, you can kiss the ass of Mr. Black all you want, but his podcast. Well, yeah, his podcast will be better than anything he throws out there. So never mind on that one.
Yeah, Mr. Black's podcast is like way better than mine any day of the week. But I'm just trying to get my feet under land right now. But at the same time, I really don't care. At the same time, but I'm trying to make it work, but I can't make it work without having the stuff I need.
Well, yeah, and all those voices in your head, you have no idea where you're going.
Yeah, sometimes, the voices in your head just outweighs the struggle sometimes there, Jason.
Right. And that's why I think I could see at the end of this month that you'll be losing your title. Because you just don't know who you are. You're not stable enough.
I have to disagree with you there, Jason, because when it comes to my title that I am sure that I will keep.
Yeah, but half the voices in your head agree with me.
No, they don't.
You're probably going to lose this title.
No. Tony Mercer here, he's a former, he had his days as a champ. His days as champ is over. He's talking about Hunter here, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So, he's a former champ, and his days as champs are over. Mercer don't kiss ass. This show is just an ass. Really?
He don't kiss ass, but I'm pretty sure me, you and your 7 voices, Matt A-Star, Juice, Mr. Black himself, Cody James, and everybody else would admit that every time he comes onto a podcast, it's about how he can't wait till one day be Mr. Black. I would be very afraid that you need to get a restraining order against this guy right here, along
exactly.
with Bella, because he seems like the kind of guy who'd want to cut your skin off and wear it. So,
yeah, I have to agree with you on that one.
He just wants to be him.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty, let's go ahead and finish up this recap of Bloodlust. I don't know who keeps calling as a private number. I don't answer private number, people. I am sorry. Alright, Jason Thomas, what was your outlook on last night's main event with Mr. Creepy and Jimmy? What did you think of that main event last night?
I laugh every time you come to the ring. So I spent most of it laughing.
You spent most of the night laughing, huh?
Yeah. And you know what? It kind of got me thinking into some of the stuff earlier, again, because you misread what people were commenting.
Yeah, I know I do.
Jamar Johnson doesn't want a title shot. He was saying that one day, if you were the champion, which most likely you won't be,
Yeah, I will
he would
be.
like to have a go. He would like to have a go with you. And Shadow got that opportunity. And Shadow, while being around a little bit longer.
No,
you know,
Shadow didn't get a title shot last night. It was a non-title.
He got the
Yeah.
opportunity to get you in the ring. And
Yeah.
now, if even in a non-title match, if he were to pin you, that could lead to something down the road.
Yeah,
But,
eventually.
Ooh, Matt just asked the question.
Oh, there it is.
Lunatic's title or Creepy's title?
It is the Lunatic's title, not Mr. Creepy's title. Mr.
Okay, but
Creepy
they
just,
they share custody on weekends, right?
yeah, he just carries it on the weekends for me.
Yeah. See, Matt, I told you this guy is out of his mind.
I'm only out of my mind on the weekends. During the week, I'm pretty well stable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't believe this at all. I don't think anybody does.
And Sandy Stars, if someone is calling you private, someone's trying to rid of your show. Well, they probably are trying to rid of my show.
Not rid. Are you reading the word?
Actually, on my tablet, it's pretty small here, dude. I need my glasses on. Let me go put my glasses on.
Go put 8 pairs of glasses on for all 8 voices. Chris Taylor says, Justin has never will beat me. Then you messed that one up. So Chris is saying that you never beat him? But
no, the Lunatic, yeah, I have to agree with him. The Lunatic has never beat him. The Lunatic's never beat him, but Mr. Creepy took it from his took the title from him. Oh, good lord, I cannot speak today.
What I want to know is after winning that match back at Hardcore Halloween, because I don't think you were on any of the podcasts in the off season there, which wasn't many, but does Creepy get into an old panel van with house blinds in the windows? Drive away, some of that.
A good old pervert van?
Yeah. Like, the reason kids don't play out front anymore, they play in their backyards because of your van.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know what Mr. Creepy drives. I mean, I haven't seen him around lately. Matter of fact, he needs to return my title. Like I said, he takes it on the weekends.
Well, you could most likely, just like Chris said, you could find this band.
Yeah, down by the river. Tony Mercer, you will be champ. Or I will be champ. Well, Tony Mercer, when you be champ is the day that I lose my title and I retire.
Well, I mean, the way the board goes, everybody's going to get some kind of trophy or belt here, so he has a very good chance. As long as he sticks around long enough, there will be 48 different belts to go around for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Even people that come in second place, they'll have a little title belt for themselves, even if it goes on their little action figure.
That you know the reason they're doing that, though, they're doing it for Chris Taylor and Donnie. Because if one of them was if Chris were to beat you, which there's a 98% chance it's going to happen, he beats you at over the top. Donnie's going to, he's going to shit himself, because I definitely see what you were seeing, that there's an issue there. You don't tag yourself into a match immediately.
No, you don't,
because things are going just splendidly.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sorry, but even if it was me being Donnie, I would have been pissed and tagged myself back in and whipped his ass and won the match by myself. But that's just me.
Well, he probably would have, because they were going up against Team Extreme, right? So basically, both those guys could have left the ring, and Team Extreme would have still lost the match.
No.
So,
Team Extreme, if Donnie wouldn't have kept Saboteur outside, Team Extreme would have won that match last night.
He doesn't know how to get back in the ring.
Well, Donnie slammed him up against the steel steps last night. Why he was trying to get back in the ring. Before the 10 count hit.
So he had 10 whole seconds to get back in the ring, and then he waited until
Well, they both waited till the count got to 8. And then when Saboteur was trying to get back in the ring at the count of 8, Donnie jumps down and decides to throw him up against the steel stairs. Matt A-Star. Well, I mean, you are like 4'2" tall, so it is easy to overlook you. Your talent, don't get me wrong, but you're not ready for the majors. Wow.
He must be talking about somebody else. Yeah,
he's talking to Tony Mercer.
Yeah, usually Cody and I overlook his comments anyway, so he is right.
Yeah.
Easy to overlook.
Yeah, Tony Mercer is easy to overlook. Even though he had an impressive win over whoever it was, I really don't know who it was. I don't think I wrote it down because the win really wasn't that impressive. Not for me. But he had to win, and even then it wasn't impressive. It didn't catch my eye.
Yeah.
I think I kind of blinked and it was over.
He did beat one half of Team Coloring Books, right?
Team Coloring Books. I believe so.
Yep, when that's Zach. So, for sure. You know, one of like the whole 3 career wins Mercer has is against one of the guys in your stable.
Oh, no, not Zach Brooks. It wasn't Zach Brooks. Come on now.
Tell me it was a straight face that guy doesn't take coloring books everywhere he goes.
I can say it with a straight face. He doesn't take coloring books everywhere he goes.
You lie to yourself and to all the people listening.
No, I don't. This is coming from a man who doesn't change his underwear for a fight. He wears the same pair of underwear for a fight every weekend. Every Friday, you wear the same pair of underwear. That's what Saboteur told me. Yeah, you. You and Cody both.
How would that moron who doesn't know how to get the ring know anything? You know, and if he did,
because you guys gave him your ring attire to wash. You guys gave him your ring attire to wash, and they asked you if they wanted y'all to do their delicates. You said no, that you still had them on for next weekend. So yeah, to wash y'all's delicates, your underwear, your socks and shit. Wash. It's the same thing there, Jason. I say wash, you say wash.
Yeah. That's that whole Missouri thing, right? You clowns can't even say your state name right.
Missouri?
Missouri.
I'm not from Missouri. I'm from Texas there, buddy. Born and raised.
So when I was insulting St. Louis the other day, you know there is the St. Louis I was talking about isn't in Texas, right?
No, it's not in Texas. But I am from Texas. I just live here. I am from Texas. I just live in St. Louis.
Wait, you do it on purpose?
No, I don't do it on purpose.
It was like witness protection. They were just hiding you there.
Oh, I can't say if I'm in witness protection or not.
Hey, Frosty Drew Flakes out there. He says it feels good to be home, so he must be somewhere in a diner out in the Midwest. So careful, James Williamson. He's probably following you.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got going on in the room here.
I just read it.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You focus on not having an aneurysm.
I'm just fine. I'm not going to have an aneurysm. But Jason, we are over our time. I've been going for an hour and a half now. So I got to shut this thing down. Right. Unfortunately, sir.
Do we got anything else to cover here before the show ends, though?
Let's see here. We did the power rankings. I did my predictions for the next Superstar Showcase. I can go with the.
Down in crayon.
Do what?
I said you wrote those down in crayon. crayon.
Yeah, I wrote those down in crayon, sure. Now, I didn't get to my last guest, so I'll have to get to him next time that I have a podcast. That will be the beginning of next month on the first weekend, guys. That will be Jimmy Shadows. He's probably the guy who's been probably trying to call me on a private number here.
I would assume it was the mouth breather before.
I don't know. But that's all I got for today, Jason. Anything else you want to say before I go?
Nope. You're supposed to just let them know to,
Oh, yeah.
The takedown and
Wow.
we're not sure, any other podcast, Hunter Deal might pop up and do one. I'm sure that I think Mr. Black already said he'll have one on next Wednesday.
Yep.
So.
And Bella is taking over for me next weekend. I will not be doing the podcast next weekend. Bella will be taking over for me. I will be out of town. Ryan, you just came in for the last part of the show being over. I will have you on the first weekend of the month. But Jason Thomas has been fun cutting up with you and having you on the podcast today, sir.
You go ahead and let that beard freak know that you can always re-listen to the podcast. And everybody, especially the last 20 minutes, because the first half was just brutal. I mean, people's ears were bleeding. It was bad.
Okay. Well, I guess most people here would agree. I don't agree with it for coming on here and saying thank you for trying to save my ass, which I don't think you did. I was doing a pretty damn good job myself.
You were doing slightly below. Is that Medicare or mediocre? Which word do you think it is?
I say mediocre.
Yeah, exactly. But you said Medicare earlier because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, we all know that. I gotta get land up under my feet. That's if the board doesn't rip this away from me first. All right, guys.
You just have one of your other personalities keep doing the show because, that's the way it works.
Yeah, could be. All right.
I'm out of here.
All right, you guys, I'm out of here too. Watch Superstar Showcase, Takedown, and Bloodlust. See you guys.